Alrighty, we are back, and this is level 7. This level is kind of interesting. It's mostly just a holdout level. Usually you'll want to take Utawarerumono, because she's a good tank, Obro because you're farming them up, and an archer's always nice. The whole point is a whole ton of enemies, easily way more than you could ever hope to deal with this many people. All come from down here and run around and try to come along the bridge and kill you. What you have to do is just hold them off. It says defend the castle, but really it just means don't die, because they'll ignore everything and come for you anyway. Now, normally it looks like you could just hold here, but considering this is hard mode, let's go for somewhere a little better. There are barricades down at the bottom and at the top, so Obro is going to get those for the BP. While everyone else gathers at the one choke point right there, and basically holds them off. Make sure that you try to put Utawarerumono in the front, considering she's the best tank, which is why we took her. And Utawarerumono should be nearby, but not too close, because otherwise she'd be in the line of fire and the archers would be hitting her. Obro, meanwhile, should just kill the barricades down at the bottom first, and then just run up and get to the ones at the top. And if you're quick, then, like what I just did, he should be able to get there before the enemies do. From there, just hold them off. Eventually, it'll move on. And it takes longer on each progressive hard mode. So, if you're playing on hard mode 3, you'll have to hold out a lot longer. Just, FYI. So, at this point, it's mostly just a waiting game. Just wait for them to get there. Then stuff starts happening. Woohoo! For this level, on all difficulties, control to skip is your friend, as you can see, because I mean without, or with, a lot faster. And you want to take the archer because that way you can have a good damage output, so you might actually get a couple kills before the thing ends. Lining up elements doesn't really work as well on this level, mostly just because you only really have you don't really have much choice on who's on the front lines and who's attacking, because really you've only got your person who's acting as the wall and your archer being able to do damage, because everyone else is just trying to stay back. I like to consider this the safe way, because you can still hold them off at the bridge, but it's really difficult on hard mode. And yeah, pretty much. For now, we just have to hold them off. And you don't have to worry so much about if Utawarerumono takes damage, as long as she survives this part, then you're fine. Because the second part, when the timer runs out, you're up against Nuwangi, and you can no longer, he still can't hurt Utawarerumono at all, just like last time. On level 4, that we last saw. Yay! They're throwing all of their earth people at me first, which is good considering my wall and my archer are both wind. I would suggest if you get max vitality on a character, I'd suggest you save it for now. There we go. Skip. Basically, surrounded, all his troops ditch, he's left alone, and he's like, "I'll kill you!" Yelling at Hakro. So at this point, move out, and get ready to surround him. Try to make sure that Utawarerumono keeps up, because he will still target her, but he still can't hurt her. so it's good to put her in front. Like that. And then just have everybody pick them off at the same time. Nuwangi kind of takes a while. It's got a lot of hit points. And he's wind. You don't have any water people yet. I mean, don't worry. You do get some water people, just not yet. Yay, we got the kill. Elalu nearly has enough defense for me to stop giving her some. But I will give her a little attack at this point. I'm still putting off tech for a bit, because the next few levels I'm going to need the basic stats a lot more than I'm going to need tech. You'll see why when I get there, what I mean. And that's that level.